Hello, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time possibly, to the Spontaneous Brilliance Podcast. I am so glad to be here with you. I'm Sandra Kavanaugh, and I want to talk to you today about the golden rule. Only not the golden rule like we think of the golden rule. I guess this is more a mirror image of the golden rule, or the golden rule backwards, upside down, something like that. I want to talk today about this backwards or mirror version of the golden rule because I've had so many conversations lately with folks that are generous and loving and joy-filled people, and they give so much to others, and they can't seem to, or they won't, do the same for themselves. So we all know the golden rule is do unto others as you would have others do unto you. But I'm going to flip that today and look at do unto yourself as you would do unto others. Give yourself all the whatever that you give to those that you love. Treat yourself as you treat others. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. We all know the judgments and the expectations and the limiting beliefs that we have, and we're willing to see beyond judgment and expectation and limiting beliefs when we see someone we love striving for something, when we see someone we love needing something. We are so willing to give them grace. When they make a mistake, that mistake gets our forgiveness. That mistake gets our patience. That mistake gets our grace. But when we do that, when we make a mistake, when we step out of line, when we behave as not what we know is in alignment with our highest good, we can be really, really down on ourselves. And here's the really tricky part. When we're doing everything the best that we can still be that down on ourselves. We can still be that judgmental. We can still be that filled with expectation and limiting beliefs that make it almost impossible for us to be just who we are. And I don't just mean give yourself a spa day or a temporary kindness. I mean really, really, really give to yourself what you give to others. I mean the inner you, the true you, the sacred you, the frustrated you, the you that feels like an epic fail, the you that doesn't feel good enough, the you that doesn't feel safe, wanted, loved, seen, understood. That is who you have to do unto as you would do unto others. Give yourself grace. Give yourself space. Give yourself acceptance. Give yourself to your life. You have to show up. You have to offer. And it's okay if your offer is to you. If you were raised as I was, with parents, and I had great, great parents, right? But they were born respectively in 1909 and 1919. They lived through the Depression. They, knew what hard times were. They went through all of that stuff, and they were very, very giving people. But they believed that there was virtue in service, which I do, and I'm sure you do. They believed that there was great virtue in helping others, in kindness to others, in serving others. But they also kind of believed that, they wouldn't have said this, but they kind of believed that helping ourselves is selfish, that there's more virtue in helping others than there is in kindness to yourself. As generous as you are with others, be that generous to yourself. As protective as you are of others, be that protective of yourself. As willing to speak truth for others and stand up for others as you are, Be willing to do that for yourself. As gentle as you are with others, be that for yourself. Treat the best of each thing that you do, each love that you offer, each grace that you give, each willingness that you have, each generous impulse that you have, each protective impulse that you have. Treat the best of each one of those as setting the bar, just setting the bar. Whatever your best is, let that be the bar that you set for yourself and how you treat yourself. If you're different with some people than you are with others, how can you show up for all people in the same way? It starts by putting yourself in that position of receiving the best you have to offer, giving the best you have to offer to you. So in spontaneous brilliance terms, ladies and gents out there, who is center stage in your life? Who has the spotlight in your life? If it's not you, that's a problem. Because in your life, on the great stage of life here, in your production that is your life, you are the lead, whether you know it or not, whether you act like it or not. And if you're trying to make someone else the lead, you are going to find yourself in a great deal of pain. Putting someone else center stage in your life might feel good for a time, but it's not practical because they're facing a different light. Somebody has to be in your key light, right? Somebody has to be center stage in your life, and it needs to be you. Because when you are playing the lead in your life, when you are taking responsibility for your life, then you have so much more to offer to the entire world. And we need all of you to show up. We don't need only the parts of you that somebody else encourages to show up. We need the parts of you that are meant to be here showing up. We like to think that when something is wrong or huge or grand or whatever in the world that is a magnificent level problem. We've been facing and talking about a lot of magnificent level problems lately. You know, there have been all kinds of political things and global catastrophes. And we want to think, for whatever reason, that it's politicians or leaders or thought leaders or the global people out there on the global stage who are going to save us, who are going to fix our lives. But it's each of us showing up fully as the unique creative genius that we are that is going to save everyone. No genius is better than anyone else's. Everyone is a genius, and no one's genius is more valuable than anyone else's. Now, really just sit with that for a second. That's not hyperbole. If you think that you are saving the world or making life better by making somebody else the focus of your life, or making somebody else the focus of your life to your own detriment. Now, I'm not meaning that I'm a perpetual mom. Man, am I a mom. I got 5 girls, and I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of bonus kids. Well, lots of them. and I put them center stage all the time. But I work really hard to get them to put themselves center stage in their own life. Because for a lot of years, I thought my kids and my mom and my partner and my business partner and whatever, that was who I was needing to offer the most to, especially my kids and my mom and my partner. Well, see, I can't even like delineate it, like select out and go, oh, it was just this person. No. I have a tendency to want to just give and support somebody else and protect somebody else and take care of somebody else and fix the whole world for the people in my life that I love. And for years, I forgot that old adage of, you have to put your mask on first in the airplane, right? I heard it. I knew it. I was doing the bare minimum for myself and letting my life kind of be consumed by my passion for these other people in my life. And I am not saying that passion for other people in your life is wrong. I love my girls beyond imagination. And I want nothing but the best for them. And I will do everything I can to make that be true. But can you say the same thing about ourselves? Can you right now turn that sentence around onto yourself and say that and mean it? I love myself beyond imagination, and I will do anything and everything I can to help myself show up on the great stage of life as the unique creative genius that I know I'm meant to be. I know my worth. I know my value. I know how amazing I am. Does that feel comfortable? It's easy to say, I know the worth of the people that I love, that are around me, that I think are magnificent. I know their value. I know that I will do anything to help them show up as the brilliant, unique, creative genius that they are, because I know the world needs them. Well, the same is true of each of us for ourselves. Do we have to be dependent on whether somebody else is there at that moment saying that to us? We've got somebody. We've always got somebody. We're in that relationship with ourselves all the time, 24/7. And offering the golden rule to ourselves that we are going to treat ourselves as we treat those that we love in our lives. The best treatment that we give to anyone else, that's what we are going to set as the bar for the treatment of ourselves. You know, I want to say again, everyone is a unique creative genius, but no genius is better than another's. Unique in Merriam-Webster's definition is being the only one. Soul, being without a like or equal, unequaled, distinctively characteristic, peculiar, able to be distinguished from others of its class or type, distinct. Okay, now, unequaled, soul, peculiar, distinct. Why would we want to be anything else? And are we anything else? Of course not. We are unequaled. We are soul, peculiar, and distinct. And when we ask, why would we want to not show up as that, right? We know that why means that protective personality is there to want to judge and assess and compare us to others and see if we show up good enough that we warrant being given that grace by ourselves. You remember, if you've read Spontaneous Brilliance, or even if you've heard, I think I did a podcast on it some time ago about the good and bad C words. and there are lots of not nice C words like competition and comparison. But one of them that I don't know if we talked about is camouflage. We protect ourselves. That protective personality, God bless it, is on overdrive many times to our detriment. We camouflage ourselves. We hide from enemy fire, right? We don't want to stand out. We don't want to show ourselves to be out of the ordinary because it's safer to blend in. And we've been told for so long that shining a light on ourselves is an egotistical thing to do. But nobody, no actor, no one who steps on a stage intentionally to not be seen. And we all stepped on this stage intentionally. We stepped on this stage to be who and what we are. We are here intentionally. So what is the value in hiding, in blending in subjugating ourselves to someone else, in camouflaging, in comparing. That's the work of the protective personality, helping us fit in. Masking our greatness is the way we make ourselves feel safe. But the antidote to comparison, the antidote to camouflage is empowerment. The more that we honor and explore and enjoy the unique wonder of ourselves, the more that we are willing to tell ourselves each thing that we notice about ourselves that is magnificent, that is unique, that is peculiar, that is soul, that is distinct, the less comparison will occur to us. The more we focus on empowering ourselves, the more we are available to empower others. The less we compare ourselves to someone else, the more we can allow all of us to excel. There doesn't have to be a negative for anyone. No one on this planet is better at playing you than you. And the answer to what will make a better you is inside you. It's not outside you. It's not someone else telling you, just like the people that you are employing the golden rule for, that you are doing unto others, the people that you are loving, that you are supporting, that you are giving to, that you are offering yourself to. Those people are standing center stage in their own life, whether they know it or not. And so are you. And there is no one better at playing them than them, and no one better than at playing you than you. There is a special, unique you, and it's there 24/7, and it's not any less valuable than anyone else. So give to yourself. You're doing unto yourself as you would have others do unto you. How about we set up a support system for ourselves? Give yourself what you desire from others. Give yourself love. That should be easy, right? You're a magical being. You are a ray of pure source energy incarnate in a body. Hello. Look at yourself that way when you look in the mirror. Honor that part of source that is expressing in, as, and through you. Give yourself the love that you would be wanting to give to others. Those that you love, that you want to support. Give yourself what you would give them. See yourself in the bright, shining light that you see them. And if it's hard to set about a practice, okay, let me be your accountability buddy. I mean, you can go on my website anytime at sandrakavanagh.com and you can sign up for a completely free laser coaching. Let me be your accountability buddy. Talk to me. Let's do that. Let's help you figure out what is your way. What is your way of giving unto yourself? Okay, so you can send me an email, info@spontaneousbrilliance.com. Remember that I mean that, right? I'm a perpetual nurturer, perpetual mother. I've already said that. I'm all about giving. But the way that I make myself available to be able to do that, that is by saying, I am sharing my unique creative genius. I am throwing it out there, guys. I'm offering it. You do the same. You do the same. And I'll help you do the same. I'll help you figure out what your practice is to treat yourself better. You are breathing, therefore you are imaginative, talented, creative, genius, innovative, and inventive. You are, no question. And so is everyone else. I get that. But the most important thing that you notice right now is that you are. Because you got to put your mask on first. You've got to be the positive voice in your head. We all know how soul-crushing it is for that critic to write that bad review, and it just crushes the soul of everybody in a production. And the critic who knows what the critics' qualifications were, right? And we've all got critics in our lives. We've all got critics in our lives. We've all got what Deborah Poneman calls the negativity committee, right? We've got that committee of people that will tell us why we cannot. And we've got that group of people that will, hopefully, that will tell us why we can. But we need to catch when we are being the negativity committee for ourselves, when we are being the inner critic for ourselves. That's not helpful. That's not helping us be, do, and share all that we came here to be, do, and share. We can be the crusader for everybody around us, but we need to be the crusader for ourselves, not the critic for ourselves or for anyone else. We do not have the right to tell someone not to follow their dreams. We don't have that. We might think we do, but we don't. Their dream is their dream. If they connect with their vision and they start going for it, our job is to nurture that. End of story. Get out of the way. Let them go. But the same is true for us. When we have a dream, when we have a vision, when we have something inside or something we're not doing that is frustrating us because we're not doing it, our job is to nurture whatever that dream is. Our job, our commitment here on the great stage of life as players is to get out of our own way, empower ourselves to be, do, and share all that we came here to be, do, and share. Give ourselves the grace. Give ourselves the love. Help us reignite our own sense of playfulness and wonder. We need to recognize and honor our own brilliance. We need to encourage ourselves to think, decide, and act with confidence, to step center stage in our own life and show the world the magnificent, unique, creative genius that is us. And if it is true for any of us, as I have said many times, if it is true for any of us, it is possible for all of us, or it isn't true at all. So if anyone on the planet is worthy of support of their dreams, then so is everyone else, including you. You are perfectly cast in the role of a lifetime. This entire production is tailor-made for you, your production, where you are standing center stage. You are the playwright as well. You're creating the story. And if that were not enough, you're also the director of your production, and you have the most fabulous, generous, loving, gracious producer in the universe. That's your life. That's what is actually happening. You are playing this character because you chose to. You are learning and growing and evolving for the sheer fun of learning, growing, and evolving. Life is what we came here to do. Our life is not what we came here to become worthy to do. We're not living to become worthy of the life we desire, but we're here to live a life that is worthy of us. Treat yourself like you are worthy of this magnificent life. Give yourself the grace, the support every day. And if you fall off the wagon, call me. Not kidding. Seriously, email me, jump on a Zoom call with me, whatever. If it gets hard, I will help you. Okay? But give yourself some grace right now before you leave the spot that you're sitting in. If you're driving a car, wait until you pull over. But before you leave where you are listening to this podcast, I want you to make a list of the 10 best things about you, the 10 things you love most about you. And if it's hard to get a list of 10, sit there until you do. Or email me that it's hard to get a list of 10, and then let's start talking about it till you've got a list of 10. If a list of 10 is easy, go for a list of 20. But then here's the kicker. Every day, add at least 2 more to that list. Things you love about you. And pick at least 1 every day that you can get passionately behind. And it's a different one every day, not the same one every day. I mean, you can add to that list, but pick 1 on the list every day that you are passionately going to support, nurture, love yourself through. love yourself into expanding and sharing. Okay? So you're going to make a list. You're going to add to the list every day. And you're going to take action on one of those every day, because remember, acting is active, and you're here acting on the great stage of life, right? You got to do. It's about what you do. When in doubt, offer. Because if in doubt, you are probably blocking. Much love. Not kidding. Email me, jump on a Zoom call, whatever. Let me help you if you're having a challenge with giving yourself the grace you would give to others. If you're having trouble with flipping the mirror image of the golden rule, then let me know. Let's work on it together, okay? And I'll talk to you again soon. The Spontaneous Brilliance Podcast is brought to you by Miracle Communications Group. Our producer is Michelle Oneida. Sound engineer is Cory Mikhals at Cory Mikhals Productions. Music is composed by Rex Miller. And I'm your host, Sandra Kavanaugh. You can learn more about me and all things Spontaneous Brilliance at sandrakavanaugh.com or spontaneousbrilliance.com. And please join the conversation here at the Spontaneous Brilliance Podcast by emailing us at podcast@spontaneousbrilliance.com. And have a beautiful, glorious, blessing-filled day.